Okay, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough demo of how the QR app code thing that we've got is going to work. So you can kind of make other suggestions and things that you think might work better, or we can add in, etc. As we go through. So on the back of the t-shirt, we've got our QR codes. This is the example t-shirt, and I've actually printed out some more here to use as examples in this demo. And I've got my phone. If you go to the camera app on your phone, on iOS and Android now, if you hover over a QR code like so, it should then bring up at the top and it will say go to the internet. So if you go to the internet, the first page it will bring you to is this one. It says find the psychedelic squirrels, you've collected Justin, and you can enter an account to kind of save things under, or log back in if you kind of accidentally closed everything or cleared your history and things. But for this purposes, we're imagining the first time person, we've just scanned one of the QR codes. You can see it says you've collected Justin. There's no other information. You've actually got to start by putting in your own information first. So let's give an example. So let's call it Mr. Gumby. Mr. Gumby is going to be our person, and Mr. Gumby is from New York. And you can see that if we go to type them in, it will actually bring up Google and it will give this auto-filling thing, which is really useful. I'll show you a reason why in a minute. You can put an email, you don't have to, and then hit save. What that does is create an account, and then it says you might want to screenshot this for keeping safe. So it gives them like a username and a password, and then you can continue to see the squirrels. And if you click that, it will show you the first person you've unlocked. So we scan Justin, so it says, well done, you found one of us, you found Justin. You can read more about Justin or see all the squirrels. You've collected 1 squirrels, we need to change that. You have 40 left to collect. So if we go to read more about Justin, you'll see that Justin's account has nothing on there yet because he hasn't got anything under his profile, but we can go back at the top and you can see that we have a number of squirrels left to unlock, pretty much all of them. Justin will be in there somewhere, there's Justin. So you can see him, but all the rest are left to unlock. If you go, if you now kind of close your phone or go off, or maybe you've got somebody else you want to scan, so let's go and scan, let's scan Toby. So we scan Toby in here like this, and then pop up. Because you're already logged in, it goes straight through to this page, and then it says, well done, you've found the second squirrel, and you can see all the squirrels, or you can read more about Toby. So then you can start unlocking them step by step by step. Show you another one. Open up Amelie. There you go, there's Amelie's account. Read more about Amelie, and Amelie's done her profile already. You can see that her links are there, so if we want to just click on that, it will open up straight into Instagram. And then it will go straight through to Amelie's profile, where you can be added as a friend, or even Snapchat, or even Twitter or email, or any of those ones as you go through. I'll just close that one down. Okay. So yeah, you can kind of see how it works. Another cool feature, let me go back to here, is when you're on any of these pages, if you go to the eye up in the top right hand corner, you can actually, let me just refresh, sometimes it doesn't quite load. You can actually select a language. So let's say, let's change it into French. Google will translate the whole website for us, and it will actually translate your profile as well. So that means that anybody kind of using this can read it in their own language and kind of use the app in their own language, which is quite cool. I'll just switch that back to English for now. There's a little bit of profile information under there as well, but you can see as you start to unlock all of these, they start to show up in your profile. A couple of other things that I already talked about, or kind of mentioned. If you look, when you create a profile, I talked earlier about the fact that Google looked up the address, so you can see Mr. Gumby is there. What it actually does in the background is store us a location, a latitude and longitude, so we can plot all these pictures, places on a map. So we can plot everybody that we meet onto a map, which is kind of my next step. And I also collect some data in the background as well of where you meet the person. So you can see here, this is my latitude and longitude at the moment. This is where I scanned everybody. So we can create a map of where you were actually scanned at that time as well, which is quite cool. So I'm going to build some maps in a minute. But that is basically how the app works.